This may be one of the worst videos ever uploaded on this channel, and I'm going to explain why. Well, Judd's been under the weather this week. It's not been a great week, and I've kind of had to do a little bit of, well, let me put it to you, all of everything. And that's fine. I don't mind that at all. That's what partners do, right? We step up and we do what we have to do. And, well, Sunday videos, that's a John thing. He is the one that normally decides what video is going to be done on a Sunday, and he does the editing, he does all of that stuff. All the videos, he's always done it. And it's like, oh boy, well, we can't just not upload something on Sunday, so let me go through some footage that I have on my phone. And I remembered I did escape for a very special fish that I just absolutely love, and I decided, you know, I'm going to put something together. It may not be the best. It's actually probably going to be the worst video ever on this channel, but here goes. Even like the light stuff up here above my head, like John would have figured a way out to make sure that that didn't happen during the video, but yeah, you know, what can I say? This 15-gallon cube tank, I got it about 6 years ago at Petco. Originally it was for a king beta that I named King George. I did a video for it way back then, but when he passed away, I just put in some cherry barbs and another beta, along with some snails. Lots of ram's horns. The scape is non-existent at this point, pretty much just a box of water with an overgrown monstera root growing in there. That's the first thing to get out, along with the plants and the rocks. I think it took longer getting the cherry barbs and the shrimp out. I mean, those things are sometimes impossible to catch. Jeez. And I can always count on my helper to just, well, not help. I had this old Aqueon hang on the back filter still running, so I figured if not broke, why replace it? I put some water in a bucket and did a cleaning. I squeezed as much nastiness out of it as I could. I'm not worried about losing the beneficial bacteria because I kept the substrate in a tank and I didn't clean the inside of the hang on the back, just the foam. All that glorious brown gunk made a great fertilizer for my houseplants. Just look at it. I used one of the Seachem bags to put some aquarium gravel in, after I rinsed it, of course. Yes, I'm pretty messy, but you know, what's a project without a mess? Filling the bag helped raise my substrate and give me the look I was going for. The fact that the substrate wasn't taken out or clean really helps to keep my tank from crashing once I fill it up again. I'll still wait to put my new fish in it since I want to get that dark water look. I fell in love with this spiderwood as soon as I laid eyes on it. I got it at the same place I got the driftwood for my 300-gallon goldfish tank. There was so much wood. It was definitely overwhelming. I'm a sucker for different stones and rocks. I collect them and I put them away so I can choose the ones that work with the scapes I'm doing at the moment. Sometimes I even take them out of parking lots or wherever I see them laying around. I've even had an accomplice named, well, her name starts with J and ends with Adams. The botanicals I chose were lotus pods, catappa leaves, and I used the nature box from Fritz Aquatics. The whole point is to create a natural environment for the fish that I'm putting in here. The tannins will give that dark water look and also help lower the pH without using chemicals. The fish I chose are wild caught, so it's extremely important that I get this right. A few weeks went by before I had the fish shipped to me from my distributor. I'm fortunate that we have a good relationship with him and he can get certain fish or snails for me. These fish aren't cheap for most people, so getting them for what I got them for was a steal. I still did my research and I made sure I was ready to give them the right environment for them to thrive in. Have you guessed what they are yet? Oh my gosh, you guys, I found this clip of my baby goldfish that just appeared in my 300-gallon goldfish tank. This was like around the exact same time I did my dark water scape. She's so cute. I named her Goldie Hawn, and she's just the cutest little goldfish ever. And I wanted to share that with you guys in case I'm never allowed to do a video on this channel again. Sorry, I just had an ADHD moment there. Alrighty, so back to my scape. After several months, everything has come together and the shrimp that I put in have reproduced like crazy. There's blue dreams and cherry shrimp, a ton of ram's horn snails that were left over from the previous scape that were like kind of hiding in the substrate. They've just all been doing their thing and entertaining me as well. I could watch them for hours. Did you guess that the special fish I got were Senipa red pencilfish? Because if so, you're right. I added some tank mates for them, 6 pseudomugil. They've been living together peacefully, and like I said, this has been a very entertaining tank to watch. Let me tell you a little bit about the Senipa red pencilfish. They originate from Rio Amaya. I think I said that right. And this is a small black water stream, and at some point it meets the Rio Morana. Maybe I said that correct, maybe not. And it's one of the headwaters of the Amazon. The Rio Amaya is slow moving and tannin rich with a low pH around 6, but I'm not 100% sure. I just know these fish prefer a pH of 5.5 to 6.5, so that's what I'm striving for my tank. They're a peaceful schooling fish and they prefer to be in groups of 6 or more. So that's why I got 12. I keep the fish room temperature around 79 to 80, and that's ideal for them and also for their tank mates. So I'm doing pretty good there. The really cool thing is these beautiful red fish don't get too big. Once mature, they're around 1.5 to 2 inches in length. So they're awesome for nano tanks. Breeding them will most likely be a challenge since I have so many tank mates, but I may remove them at some point just to see if I can get some little babies. They are egg scatterers, and once that happens, the eggs usually hatch within 24 to 36 hours, from what I've heard. I don't know from experience. The fry are so small that they need microscopic foods. I would definitely start with Northfin's fry starter, of course. As I'm editing this, I'm realizing there's about 3 million babies swimming around in there, and I'm gonna have to hurry up and get this done so that I can go take care of these babies. Wow, what a huge surprise. Totally unexpected. I chose the pseudomugil to be their tank mates because of the similar tank parameters and their peaceful nature. I have plenty of coverage for everyone, including the shrimp and the snails. They have leaf litter, lotus pods, cholla wood, and plenty of floating plants like water lettuce and red root floaters, so they can just hang off of them and, do their little cute shrimpy things. I love feeding this tank and watching everyone get excited for food. I believe in a varied diet, and the awesome thing is the pencilfish and pseudomugil are both omnivorous and take the same foods. They get Northfin Fry Starter, Northfin Bug Pro, Extreme Community Crave, Extreme Nice Crumbles, and Hikari Freeze-Dried Daphnia. Oh, and I can't forget about the shrimp and snails. They get Kelp Wafers by Northfin and Cats Aquatics. couldn't be any more happier with this scape and these fish. It's a very simple scape. There's nothing to brag about. It's just simple. My fish are happy and thriving, and that's the most important part about all of this. Providing them with their very own little ecosystem that they call home. Alright y'all, what did you think about my fish? Aren't they so cute? I absolutely love those little guys and gals. They're just adorable, and I love my simple dark water tank. I know it's not a MD fish tanks kind of thing or whatever, but I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed making a beautiful little home for my fish, and hopefully I have them for a long time and they live just happy and healthy in their new environment. But anyways, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The worst video ever made on KGTropicals. Bye.